And our next guests finally found the secret to a happy marriage.
Yes, that's right. Chloe and her partner, Stuart, were both feeling stressed after the arrival of their second child earlier this year. But they've discovered an unconventional way to improve their relationship.
Oh, yeah. Stuart has been sleeping in the garden in a tent. I'm here to explain more about the setup. And Stuart, you can come out now.
He's even in the tent here.
Oh, Stuart!
Oh,
oh,
hello,
welcome.
Stuart. Welcome.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for sharing this story.
Yes.
So you had your second baby 10 weeks ago. Firstly,
Yes.
congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank
How is
you.
it?
Oh, I'm tired.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
It's a hard thing.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be that tired.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm very well rested.
Yeah.
But the second baby, you've got a toddler as well,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So, Stuart, how did the idea to sleep in the garden come about? Because on paper, it doesn't look good for you.
No, I've just got out my tent on national TV, damn it. It's odd. It was having a toddler and a newborn. There was no sort of zero free time in the day, and the only time I actually had any free time was when everybody was asleep, and so I wanted to try to fit something in to sort of help me, but without feeling any of the guilt of not helping Chloe or doing anything with the boys.
Sure. Yeah.
So overnight makes sense.
Yeah.
Quite
In
like
the garden,
We're all
so you're not
asleep.
too far.
I'm just as close to his bedroom as I would be if I was in the house.
I'd say crying distance.
Yeah,
Crying distance if
shouting
we needed it.
To give context to this, Chloe, the baby's with you, right?
Yes, yeah.
So basically, Stuart would only be next to you, not sleeping anyway.
Right, exactly. And actually, Stuart was sleeping in the spare room anyway because I'm co-sleeping, breastfeeding. There's kind of nothing he can do in the night. So it made sense, rather than being in the spare room, for you just to go and sleep in the garden, something that you really enjoy anyway.
Not specifically sleeping in the garden.
Yeah.
Sleeping in a tent.
Sleeping in the tent.
It's like a mini adventure.
It's a micro-adventure.
A micro-adventure.
So where had you heard this before, this micro-adventure?
There's a chap called Alistair Humphreys, a writer and a speaker, and he was in a similar situation where he was like a round-the-world adventurer who then had a couple of kids and was really struggling, and so he thought up this idea of sort of like the 5 to 9, that you fit in stuff around your busy lives, living in the margins of your life, and so bedtime is a margin where you don't think there's fun things that can happen when everyone's asleep, but actually you can. Yeah.
And to give the whole context of this, you're fully supportive of this, and Stuart isn't an errant father.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
is there...
I really should stress this for anyone watching that think maybe he's, leaving us alone. I fully encouraged it. You are so much happier when you come in having slept in the garden.
So you've actually noticed a benefit in him.
Huge benefit.
Yeah.
And it's a really important issue, actually, like your dad's mental health. I've lost track of the number of people that have asked me after having my baby, are you okay? GPs, health visitors, midwives. No one's asked Stuart if dads are okay. And I've got, if I'm up at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, I've got my gang that can help me. No one's looking out for him. So the garden is.
The key in all this, when I read my brief, was what about the toddler? So does your toddler sleep through?
Sleeps through.
Yeah,
Actually,
So that's nothing you need to worry about?
Nothing to worry about. And also, as I said, he's in crying distance. So if anything was to happen, he's also got his phone on him. He could be summoned quite quickly.
Would you take the toddler out in the garden? Because that would be such an adventure.
Well, so when I initially did it, he was very confused about people sleeping in gardens. But
Yes.
fair enough.
Fair enough. You did take him camping
I
the
took
other
him
day.
camping last weekend up to Norfolk, so now he's got his head round.
Nice.
Yeah.
How was it? Because I really want my son's 4. I
chaos.
really want to start him taking camping.
full chaos, yeah. But it was excellent fun, yeah. Went to the beach, slept in the tent.
So nice.
It was brilliant, yeah.
My long-term plan is to move them all out into the garden and then just have the house.
See, this is actually what you're going to be thinking about.
Exactly.
Isn't his mental health?
No,
It's
no.
completely...
No.
This is
Very
just,
much.
She's just playing the long game
Playing the
out.
long
So,
game.
Chloe, have you ever thought, you know what, tonight, I'm going to go in the tent tonight?
Absolutely not, no. I've got the whole double bed to myself with a tiny baby who's sleeping pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
And you come in the morning. I think it's really nice, especially, to be honest, I would say you're a fair weather garden camper. It's been quite rainy recently and he's not been out there. But today, like today, I think you'll be out there tonight.
But is it true that
he's so happy in the morning?
Is he?
So happy. Gets up early,
so happy.
gets the packed
Of course
lunches
he's happy
ready.
because he's had a good sleep.
Good sleep.
Tell me something. Are you taking this across the road to the park soon?
Well, this is the bit where I sound weird, isn't it? This is why we're on the telly.
This is the bit.
Yeah. There is a sort of park opposite. We live in a little tiny village, and there's a sort of park opposite our house, but it's just a field that no one ever goes to that's got some swings in it. And so I was just experimenting with being slightly further away.
You could have a walkie-talkie.
I was slightly worried that he was leaving me, but by stealth, just gradually getting further and further away. So
next week you'll be in the next village along. No, I'm still
here.
And then he'd be going to celebrity gardens like, damn it, he invited me to his garden.
Honestly, I promise. Yeah, you'd recommend it, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's so easy to fit it in. And so things like going to the park was just sort of dealing with my worries about being away from them.
Yeah.
But being away from them, but actually you're
not that far
30 yards from the house.
Yeah, exactly.
No, fair
Chloe,
enough,
is it working for you as well?
It's working for me.
Because most people watching this go, well, he's having his cake and eating it and blah, blah,
yes,
blah. Probably.
Yeah.
But, you know, to be fair, we've established that Will is 100% there as a father. But it's having that bed to yourself working for you.
Oh, yeah. The bed's definitely helping. But also, I think when you're in a partnership, certainly when you're parenting, you both of you need to be firing on all cylinders if you possibly can.
Especially with 2 kids.
Exactly. And so it's how can we support each other? And this is how I can support Stuart. And I know as well that when my time comes, when I'm not breastfeeding and, you know, co-sleeping, I'll be able to go out and do whatever I want to do, but it won't be a tent in the garden. It'll be a spa somewhere.
You could have mentioned how incredibly supportive I'm being now as well.
You're being very supportive now as well, yeah, of course. I think we support each other, and this is one of the ways in which I support Stuart to help me. It's selfish, really, because it does help me as well.
Yeah.
OK, well, we can see, you know, because you can see that you absolutely
works,
you adore the kids. You're there, you're putting the kids to bed as well, and then you're just going outside.
He's a brilliant dad. I really should stress that.
Well, we know that. And we thank you for sharing the story.
Oh, no worries.
Do you know what? You might have inspired loads more dads to do the same.
Well, so I know it's very funny and we've got a tent on the telly.
Yeah.
So obviously Chloe's going through so much and it's really, really stressful for mums. But having 2 kids now, it's not very often that dads will mention their own well-being or their own mental health. The idea is that you just sort of suck it up.
It's so true.
The mum's going through so much that you feel like you can't do anything about it. So if me being looking stupid on telly makes some dads think about it or chat about it.
And talk about it.
Absolutely.
I think it's great.
And that it's OK.
You know what? I'm down with it. Come on, Will.
Guys, we want some me time. We want to...
Go in the tent.
Get in the tent.
Are you big spoon or little spoon, Dan?
I don't mind, whatever you... I'm new to all.
Can you zip it up as well?
Oh, yeah.
Zip it up. Get in there and zip it up.
Dear Babs.
Well, let's just come and sit by me.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.